What's up, guys? This is Epic, and I'm back with another epic Madden gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed the new little intro I did. I know it's not as snazzy and as, animated as the last ones, but it'll be okay. I gotta do, out with the old in with the new kind of thing. So, as you can see here, I'm playing with my Panthers, my beloved Panthers, and I'm playing against RG3 and the Redskins. This is actually a pretty decent game, I'm not gonna lie, even though it didn't last, the whole game. And you'll see why in a little bit. So let's go ahead and talk about. Now, if you know me, I'm a Panther fan, till I die kind of Panther fan. No matter how we do, whether we 1-15, 0-16, 7-9, 9-7, 8-8, whatever, I still like them. And that's just a die-hard fan. Now, I remember me and a couple other people, we were in a Skype conversation. Me, Supreme, Lyrical, we were all in the conversation. We were talking about, the AFC Championship game, because it had just ended right when we joined in the conversation, and talking about our teams and how, because Supreme's a really big fan of the Patriots, and we were just sitting there. He was upset, he was mad because the Patriots done lost against the Ravens, but you gotta stick with your team through thick and thin, and my team didn't even make the playoffs, so he was lucky enough to have his team make the AFC Championship game. I mean, I wish I could say we made it at least to the playoffs, or made it past the wild card or something. But I'm a true fan, and but we're gonna get off that subject, otherwise it's gonna cause problems. So this game, didn't have no issues. Now, the one problem I did have is it lagged during little moments. Not general. Oh, it's just a little lag because of the servers. Like, it lagged like this kid had a lag switch or something. Now, I'm not blaming the man. But if you don't have a decent internet signal, why are you even playing Madden online? It makes no sense. I don't understand why people think, oh, I'm playing off of a neighbor's Wi-Fi, I want to play Xbox, and they expect a really good game to happen. It's not going to happen. Now, make sure you either have I love this touchdown right here, but make sure you have a strong internet connection. Make sure you have a direct link to your router, modem, whatever it is. Make sure you have a good Wi-Fi signal, because I hate when people try to get on here and play with something that they don't have. But this kid, he put up a decent game. He had a lot of bad things happen to him, as far as receivers weren't catching and throwing interceptions, and there was one fumble in the game that I actually put on here. You'll see that a little later, and the injury right there. But he ended up coming back. But usually, like people talk about all the time, I think I've talked about in a past gameplay. Whenever everybody plays with the Redskins, they always want to run with RG3. I think this whole gameplay, all the stuff I've edited out, he only ran like twice with RG3. And, they weren't for really big gains, but that just goes to show you that you don't have to use the quarterback. I used Cam Newton once or twice in here. And, that just goes to show you don't have to use your quarterback. People, when they use Russell Wilson, or they use Colin Kaepernick, or they use whatever. If you have a mobile quarterback, then yeah, you can use him, but don't use him all the time. And then in this case, this guy didn't use him all that much. He mainly, passing, and he ran with Alfred Morris, which is the correct way to do things. Don't run all the time with your quarterback. But I like having these kind of games where they, very interesting, and it, play or drive to drive to drive. You don't know what's going to happen. There's a good run by RG3 that I was talking about. And there he goes. He's back in contention with me. He's got it's 14-17 now. And I got to try to come back and, score on him. So I throw it down to my dependable Greg Olsen. And I get it down to the 1 yard line. He pushes me out. I thought I had a touchdown, but I was about to challenge and lose a timeout, even though it wasn't that much time left in the second quarter. And after like 3 attempts, I finally got it in, or second attempt, I can't remember. Finally got it in his zone with Williams. And he would have had a touchdown there if that's one thing about the physics engine I like, that if that was been last year's Madden or the year before that Madden, the guy would have been down on the ground, long time ago. He wasn't, not been long time ago. God, Yeah, excuse me, it's 2:15 in the morning. I'm trying to get this gameplay done. Okay, what I meant to say was he would have maybe went right through him. He would have glitched right through him. Now, this play, I like it. Outran RG3. So, whoop. No, like in the words of Longest Yard. What? I can't do it right. Oh, God, I just embarrassed myself. I'm sorry, Chris Berman. But yeah, score is 31-14 now. And that lead didn't last very long. He threw it, got a first down, and more. So, Fred Davis, he was a really big threat in this game. The guy liked his tight ends, and that's what I like to see. I like to see people using their tight ends. You know, if you don't use your tight end, there's no point in him being on the field. And Alfred Morris, man, he's just a beast. You can't stop him. I mean, if you know how to use him well and you use him the right way, you cannot stop him. As you can see here, back-to-back runs, got a touchdown out of it. And I think this is the play coming up pretty soon. Actually, no, it's not. Yeah, I threw the ball down the field and got it way down the field. And I think it was one of these plays coming up. I'll tell you in a second if it happens. Okay. I threw an interception. Yeah, I got it on 1 yard line. I thought I was going to get a safety coming up in the next play because he was so far in the end zone and my guy came right after him, but he ended up getting a first down out of it, which I wasn't too worried about because he was still in, bad territory. So he threw it to the open receiver, and I think that's Santana Moss. Yeah, that's Santana Moss. He threw it. He got a touchdown out of it. He's bringing this game close. It's the kind of games you want to play on Madden. This is the kind of games that keep you interested in the game. So here it goes. Go up for the play, get up to the line, about to do a running play, as you can see with Williams running off to the right side. And all of a sudden, it freezes up. And I'm like, what? Grieving. Whatever, EA. Your servers suck.